Hello snowboarders of the internet, I'm your host Avran LeFeber, and in this video we're going to be reviewing the LibTech DPR. Now if you're thinking of picking this up or any other products mentioned in this review, we do have affiliate links down in the description below. But if you're going to your local shop, slap them a high five and say we sent you in. This board features LibTech's early rise camber, which is just cam rocker. So you get rocker in the tips, camber through the midsection of the board. That camber section is going to give you all the load, pop, snap, and drive, while that rocker in the tips is going to give you ease of entry in and out of turns, as well as a more optimal spot for pressing and buttering, and better powder float. This board's available in 152, 154, 156, 158, 160, and 159 wide. I rode this board at Copper Mountain in the spring on a sunny bluebird day that had warmer temps. You had perfect hero snow at the top to the mid mountain, and on the lower mountain it was a little more soupy and slushy. You had some chop and chunder. When you were on the groomers, it was that perfect hero snow you could just set your edge in and not worry about. I used my Rome Black Label bindings and my K2 Thraxis boots. The overall flex of the DPR comes in just below the middle of the road, and it's pretty much a consistent flex from the nose to the tail. The only two spots where it slightly varies are right where the rocker meets the camber. It's almost like a little hinged flex point. And torsionally, there are some limitations with this, not in the sense that it's rigid. It's just that when you twist it, you can overpower it. When it comes to stability, this thing is super lively. You're cruising a groomer at speeds. It's not so much that you're getting flap in the tips and it's resonating back. It's just that everything is resonating up underfoot in this. This board just does nothing to really dissipate that chatter. You feel everything. The amount of leg fatigue I got at the end of the day from this was immense. So you got this camber section that you got to load up, and when you go to roll back on the tail, it folds. It doesn't give you any rebound. It's soggy. It doesn't matter how much speed you have, how much power you put in. You're not getting an optimal snap out of this thing. It just does not want to boost. It's very laid back, and that translates over to how it hits jumps. The lip is doing all the work. You're not loading up and snapping. You're just loading up and letting it throw you. And small to some medium-ish size jumps are probably about what it's going to handle. If you want to take it to anything bigger, you know, get your priorities in order and make sure that will has been signed, because it just doesn't really have anything to it. And when you come down, you can feel that it's a little soggy if you land in the back seat. It wants to flex out on you. All right, we're about halfway through this review. Why don't you give it a thumbs up if you're enjoying it, or don't? Who am I to tell you what to do? But, you know, if you want to be cool, go subscribe, click the bell, get those notifications. That way you're not missing any of the programming we've got coming out for you. All right, so this is actually where this board shines. That rocker in the nose and the tail just gives you a nice big area to press into, and you've got that flex point right where it meets the camber. It doesn't fight you, it just folds, and you can roll up on the nose, roll back on the tail, you can pop into it, land on it, and you can dominate this board. You can make it do whatever you want. So if you want to swizzle and sizzle, go for it. When it comes to jibbing, yeah, it'll lock into a nose or tail press, but if you're not paying attention, it's gonna slap down on you and be a little soggy. When you go sideways, there's a ton of give in this board, so it really does flex right around the feature and just lock you into it. Well, it gets the job done when you put this thing on edge. It's not mind-blowing. The magnet traction grips, so you do get that added edge hold in there. If anything, this board is kind of slow and fluid on edge. It transitions very, very laid back. And when you do want to be aggressive with this board and really drive it and push it, you feel the limitations really quick. There just isn't a lot of power out of that tail. You're not getting that snap. It's just a soggy return by and large. If anything, this just feels like a high-end board for someone that really doesn't know how to ride at all. Rider in mind, this is for the progressing rider that wants something that's a little bit softer. Like what we're doing over here? Want to support us further? Swing on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP and become a member. Sure, I could tell you more here, but I got a video over there that explains it so much better. Personal thoughts. This board was lackluster. It's soggy, it doesn't have a good return. I get what they're going for with this, but in the grand scheme of the LibTech line, there's just better boards. And this just ends up being more overlap, which we've got too many SKUs in snowboarding. There's just too many options at this point for marginal increases or decreases in what they can do. Honestly, if this board just disappeared, I'm not gonna notice it's gone. Like, that's just how it is. This thing, not fun at all. It's just sort of there, and I was like, oh, I'm riding a snowboard, cool. There's no wow factor to it. If anything though, do like the tip shape. I like how that's cut, but that's probably its only saving grace. Comparable boards, the Rossignol Resurgence, the Rome Warden, the Jones Rally Cat. Binding recommendations, the bent metal Axtion, the Rome 390 Boss Asim Wrap, the Union STR. This has been my review of the LibTech DPR. If you're not feeling it like I wasn't feeling it, just go watch one of our other videos. Do it now, I dare you. You won't, you know who you are.